Welcome to I Can See Clearly Now. My name is T.R. Carr. We're having a continuing discussion with former Mayor Jerry Ellis, an attorney who has lots of insights into issues facing Farmington Hills. The topic of our discussion occurs with events that occurred during the week of December 17th, in which council meeting was called for a late Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Not all council members were informed. Evidently, it was to terminate the city manager. Things have happened. Other meetings have been canceled. And I want to get Mr. Ellis's insights into this. So the first thing we might do is welcome Jerry. Appreciate your being here. I want to thank you for being here. One thing we'll say is there's some confusion on the part of the public about what are the powers of the mayor of the city of Farmington Hills.
The mayor of the city of Farmington Hills is one of 7 votes on council. The only thing that really distinguishes the mayor is it's the mayor's job to run the meetings, and in some cases maybe set an agenda. When I was mayor, I used to meet with the city manager every Friday afternoon to go over the agenda to make sure that the agenda was complete. But that was the extent of my duties, and they really weren't even my duties. It was something that I assumed to do. And we used to discuss various and sundry issues that were going to come up. But the charter says you're one of 7 votes, that's it, and you run the meetings. So those are your jobs. You don't run the city, you run the meetings. And you have, as I recall, 2 employees. The city manager is your employee, and if I'm not mistaken, the city clerk is your employee. And so when I say your employee, the employee of the city council are those 2 people. And then you give direction to them if you want somebody else to do something, and they carry the directions to that particular person or that particular subset.
I noticed as I read the city charter, the charter says, and this is a quote from, it's only about 2 lines, "The mayor shall preside at meetings of the council, shall be the recognized head of the city government for all ceremonial functions, but shall have no administrative duties." Right. So my understanding is the mayor simply presides over the meetings and has ceremonial functions and may participate in ribbon cuttings or something like that, but does not manage anything.
Don't manage the city. This is called strong city manager government. Weak mayor, strong city manager. That's what it was intended to be. That's what it is. It's worked very, very well for us. Worked very well for us.
And I think, if I understand you correctly, then it serves to keep political pressures, political parties out of managing the city.
Absolutely true.
So, and the real thing is that city administration, the city charter says we have 5 departments, and so the mayor does not manage any of those departments. And I think it's very clear, the charter is very clear, that no council member can go to any of these department heads and tell them what to do, either formally or informally.
I will tell you, in all honesty, informally, they will go and discuss it with them and so forth and so on. But generally on a very friendly basis. But no, they do not have the power to tell them what to do.
And so that really flows out of the office of the city manager. Let me ask you this. When the events, what has motivated this series of podcasts is the uncertainty that is flowing from the events of December 17th, when an attempt, we think, was called to terminate the city manager without including all members of the city council. In fact, we know that was the case because later on we were informed that the city manager did receive an email or a letter or some communication that the topic would be evaluation and possible termination. What does this do to termination? I mean, to rumors within an organization when something, yeah. So I'd like to get your insights on that.
Yeah, it's not good for the whole organization. It upsets people. They start to wonder, who do they talk to? Who do they discuss this with? Are they next on the chopping block? I mean, I heard all the rumors that the mayor wanted to get rid of the city manager, wanted to get rid of the police chief, wanted to get rid of the fire chief, wanted to get rid of the city the clerk. And I'm saying to myself, oh my God, you know, if this is true, this is ridiculous. But when you start things off with a secret meeting, the intent of which is to terminate a city manager for cause, and there's no apparent cause, creates a lot of problems.
That's really true, because once a rumor starts, you can't stop it.
It gets bigger and bigger.
And then rumors become reality in terms of the way people perform their jobs. They think they're insecure.
True.
One thing that I find kind of interesting, you know, about this is that when you inject, you know, it can only be described probably as political pressures, maybe, into managing a city, then that really can have an impact on our AAA bond rating. It can impact on the way the city itself is managed. Am I correct in that?
Yes, yes. When the people who are running the place, or presumably running the place, start arguing with each other, the focus is lost on running the city, and the focus becomes getting power so that you can control what happens. And the object of this, the way this is set up, this city is set up, is that nobody has that singular power. The most power, if anybody, would be the city manager. And that's because he's charged with, he or she, because we have had a female city manager, is charged with running the day-to-day operation of the city. And it's the city council's job to oversee it and to talk to them, have them do the policies that the city council wants.
That's interesting, because as I think about political infusion, as I look at the campaign literature that was distributed by the mayor and other people, I did not find any indications about, gee, we need to look at changing the chief administrative officer, the city manager.
And I don't think you will, because the city manager's been there for a few years, has performed admirably, gets his yearly raises on performance evaluations, and there's never been an issue that I know of. And I've talked to other city council members who said they didn't know of any particular issue.
No, sir, because the city manager was reviewed last, March or April of 25, received positive evaluations, and was given a pay raise. So what had the thing that bothers me is what happened between the election in November of this year and December the 17th.
I don't know. It only appears to me as if the mayor decided she wanted to be in charge and she wants to take the bull by the horns. But I don't know that. So, but that's the way it appears to me anyway.
Because I've heard rumors, again, we're dealing with a rumor, that the mayor would like to change the term of office to 4 years.
I heard that too, and I heard it, and I was sick when I heard it, because I said, we've got a system that works to perfection, and why change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, because what's happened is as I look at the duties of all these offices, the city manager has to have a breadth of pretty significant information to deal with finance, police, fire, to deal with managing all the streets and roads and utilities, planning, land use, economic development.
Those are full-time jobs. The mayor's job is a part-time job. It doesn't pay, it pays money, but it doesn't pay a lot of money. And if you're gonna do all of that, you gotta give up your other job. I mean, when I was mayor, I will admit, I spent 20 hours a week being mayor. And I worked for a living billing hours as a lawyer. and my income dropped. So I lost money being mayor, to be honest, okay? But that wasn't the point. The point was I was doing my public service, and I thought I was the right person at the right time because I had the financial backing, the financial background, and the legal background to be able to deal with all of the issues that we were going to get.
Now, that's really an important thing to note is that when people serve on the city council, you're not serving it to make money. In fact, it will cost. I would share when I was mayor, it took a lot of time being mayor, it took the time from other things that I could have done. But at the same time, it really is public service. And you engage in public service by respecting the people that elected you and by respecting your colleagues on city council. Right. And never forgetting that it's a council of 7 co-equal people. Correct. No one individual has more power, no authority, and it says so specifically in the charter.
In the charter, right.
Okay. So, is kind of a concluding comment, looking at this, what is your assessment of trying to have a meeting over the holiday period, after the regular council meeting in December, before the council meeting in January, and then canceling the planning meeting in January the 10th, where goals are set for the city?
It bothers me. It's like trying to sneak something through behind everybody's back, and it bothers me. So more than that I can't say because I can't read their mind, but it's the way it comes across.
That's probably, I wonder about that, that as well, because of planning meetings where the council says this is what we want to achieve, and that lets the council provide guidance in broad terms to planning, to special services, park and rec, and seniors, to public safety. And if you cancel that meeting, move it to later in the month, and maybe another month, we lose. Department heads begin to drift, and that creates uncertainty. So,
absolutely.
Okay. Well, today we have been talking with Jerry Ellis, former mayor of the city of Farmington Hills, an attorney, a respected member of our community who has wealth of experience dealing with our city. And we're just talking about the implications of I'll use the word, is clandestine a fair word to use?
It's a fair word, yeah.
Clandestine meeting of the city council in which only a handful of council members were aware of the topic, and other council members were denied knowledge of it. And that bodes ill for the future of Farmington Hills. We'll have more information. I ask you to watch further episodes of I Can See Clearly Now. Again, my name is T.R. Carr. I'm a resident, just like you, and it's a pleasure to have Jerry Ellis with us here today. So again, Jerry, thank you very much for your time. Okay.